Welcome back to my YouTube channel, Real Story Hub. Today we bring you the best story, the mysterious incident of Dyatlov Pass, 1959, the dark tale of the Urals. It was a cold night in January 1959 in the Ural Mountains, Russia, when icy winds swept over the Dyatlov Pass, as if the veil of death had fallen. 9 experienced hikers, led by Igor Dyatlov, had come here for a difficult climb. Their intention was to conquer the high mountains of the Urals, but their journey turned into a mysterious tragedy, which still haunts researchers today. These 9 young men, aged between 20 and 38, were prepared to face blizzards, extreme cold, and unknown dangers. But the discovery of their tents torn apart and their bodies, barefoot and half-naked, became a story that is heartbreaking. The group set off from the village of Ural Mountains on January 23, 1959, their faces filled with enthusiasm and determination. Igor Dyatlov, an experienced hiker and engineer, had planned the mission. His companions included Zverdeny Luong, Yuri Doroshenko, and 7 other passionate young men, some of whom were students. They packed food, cameras, and equipment to withstand temperatures as low as -30 degrees. They had intended to return on February 12th, but they never returned. On January 27th, the group attempted to reach the Dyatlov Pass, where a blizzard blocked their path. They set up camp under a rock, but around 10 p.m., something happened. When the rescue team arrived on February 26th, their tent was torn apart and buried in snow. The contents were scattered as if someone had suddenly run away. The bodies lay about 1.5 kilometers from the tent, some barefoot, some in only their underwear, and some had strange marks on their bodies. One was missing his tongue. Another had a fractured skull, and 3 had broken bones as if a heavy machine had run over them. The investigation began, a forgotten secret. The Soviet authorities immediately began an investigation, but the mystery only grew more complicated. The rescue team found that the tent's walls had been torn, apart for no apparent reason, as if someone had tried to get out. There were no footprints near the bodies, but some trees had deep scars and broken branches, as if a battle had taken place. Surprisingly, some of the bodies were emitting radiation, a strange mystery at the time. Inspector Vladimir Korotkov, a hard-nosed investigator, took over the case. There was a strange glint in his eyes, as if he knew this was no ordinary occurrence. During the investigation, camera images were found of the group smiling happily, but the last image showed a faint circle, which some people believed was a UFO. Korotkov questioned local Mansi tribesmen, who said they had seen a loud explosion and orange light that night. "This is the wrath of the mountains. Humans should not come here," said an old man. This struck Korotkov, but the lack of evidence left him confused. Authorities cited natural causes in the initial report, but that didn't answer anyone's question. The first theory was a Lavinian attack, perhaps an avalanche, and the group escaped. But how in the freezing cold? The second was a UFO, with some saying aliens abducted them, but there was no confirmation. The third, and most terrifying, was a secret military experiment. The Soviet Army is said to have conducted a missile test in the area, releasing radiation and destroying the group. Some have suggested KGB involvement, but no documents have been produced. Another intriguing aspect was that some of the bodies had unusual lacerations to their clothing, as if they had been torn by a metal object. This is not human activity, this is something else. Something we cannot understand. Korotkov wrote in his diary one night. His team searched the area for sources of radiation but found no clear evidence. Locals said the pass was haunted by a shadow of terror, and they avoided going there after the incident. Victims' families, a hidden grief. The news was a shock to the group's families. Zverdeny's mother, an elderly woman, went to church every day and prayed that her son would return alive. One night she saw Zverdeny in a dream, standing in blood-stained clothes and shouting, "Save me!" She woke up crying and she told Korotkov. He consoled her, but she suspected that it might be a military secret that was being hidden. Yuri Doroshenko's sister wrote a letter, expressing her suspicion that the radiation on her brother's clothes was not an accident, but deliberate. "Why was our beloved taken away?" she said. The letter prompted Korotkov to inspect the area again, but the Soviet authorities stopped him, and the case was closed. After 1959, Dyatlov Pass became a deserted place. People say that strange sounds are heard there at night, like someone screaming. Some claimed orange lights, while others said they saw a shadow near the river, which disappeared. In the 1990s, when the Soviet Union collapsed, some secret documents came to light which mentioned radiation experiments, but no conclusive evidence was found. In the last days of his life, Korotkov wrote a book, The Curse of the Mountains, in which he described his observations and suspicions. I know that this is not a natural death, but the truth was hidden, he wrote. After his death, his daughter claimed to have found letters, which her father had secretly written, but they disappeared. Dyatlov Pass remains a mysterious place today. Tourists call it the Death Pass and avoid going there. In 2019, a new inspection was conducted, where researchers found that traces of radiation are still present in the area, but no results were found. Some say it was a military experiment that went wrong, while others believe it was a natural disaster. But one question still remains. Was there really a force that devoured these 9 young men? This story is full of suspense, thrill, and horror, which awakens fear in man. Can you withstand the secret hidden in the silence of this pass? It is a story that deepens with time, like the Ural Mountains hiding a ghost in their chest. If you like the video, share it and subscribe to the channel.